Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Throttle Sim Racing Points Truck Series here on Full Throttle Television. We come to you tonight from the Irish Hills of Michigan International Speedway for some high-speed racing action here for the truckers at FTSR. My name's Bertie Hanna. In the booth with me is Tony Solari. And Tony, we're in for a treat tonight. We're going to see some drafting, some pack racing, some close quarters racing action here, and I'm sure it's going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, it's a big two-miler, a lot of speed, a lot of drafting, like you said. We might even see a couple lanes, a little swiping left and right as well. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun tonight. I know this is kind of a fan favorite for a lot of drivers, so they enjoy coming here. I'm not out there. You're probably used to seeing Richie or, some of the other fill-ins, but, yep, you got me tonight. I'm not on track. I didn't finish Nashville, so I decided I'm just going to be in the booth tonight.
Yeah, that's Tony Solari, not Richie Coy, in the booth here. So we got you we got you here tonight. You're going to be able to give us some insight on these trucks, though. You've been in them recently, and you kind of know what to expect here. Some of these drivers out here you've raced with. Looking at our track description here in Michigan, like I said, 2 mile. It's a 2 mile oval. It's a fast track. A lot of banking here, a lot of drafting going to go on early on here, but I do think we're going to have handling come into play here at some point. If we get a long run, it's going to be really important to keep that the rear end of the truck under you. We see a lot of loose trucks out here tonight.
Well, yeah, tire wear is always a thing, and no matter what series you go in, and truck is no different. And yeah, you're going to see this track maybe change a little bit too. And guys are going to be adjusting on them. We have our stage at 25, so they're going to have that opportunity. We only got 100 laps, so but it's that long 2 miler. So it's good. They're going to have plenty of time to maybe get it done and maybe even get the thing to get it worked on a little bit. But yeah, some guys might struggle. I'm sure we're going to see the normal cream rise to the top.
Yeah, you talked about the 100 laps tonight. 100 laps, 200 miles. Stage at lap 25. It does seem kind of short, but this is a big track, so it's going to take some time to get there as well. 100 laps does seem a little shorter than usual, but you're going to see plenty of racing tonight here. 100 laps is going to be a little bit of a time here around this track. You see the schedule, though. We got Iowa coming up after this race next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. We got Kansas, Daytona coming up. A mixed bag of tracks coming up for you. We got 2 mile tonight. Got a 3/4 mile at Iowa. We got the 1.5 mile at Kansas, and then we go to the big super speedway at Daytona.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking back to getting the truck, especially for Iowa. I enjoy that track. Daytona as well. We got Lime Rock coming up in a couple of weeks too. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun little mixed bag of tracks here. Iowa's kind of a small little speedway. Kansas is your 1.5 miles. Then we got the 2.5, then back to a 1.5 miles road course. North Wilkes-Barre down the road even. Love that track. So yeah, we got it's a good season here in the truck for sure.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Looking at last week's results, though, really quick. Brett Gardner getting one up on Nicholas Moreau. He outran him straight up last week at Nashville in the long run, able to get by him and take that win. And we might see a changing of the guard here with those Barbecue Motorsports drivers. They're pretty quick, 1st and 4th there, beating up on Nicholas Moreau and Justin Gann there, some of your usual front runners. And Tony, I'm going to let you go ahead and take off and do what you got to do. But looking at standings, we got Nicholas Moreau at the top of the field still, but only by 2 points. As it's really close, you got Justin Gann there in 3rd, Victor Pfluger, Simon Magg in the top 5. Simon having a good start of the season as well with that partnership with Nicholas Moreau. Those guys have stepped it up as well. So a lot of competition out there tonight, and we're surely going to see it here on track at Michigan. Well, they are finished up at qualifying. We're going to throw it over to our starting lineup here for the Michigan 200. And starting up front is going to be the number 9, Marshall Johnson. In qualifying, starts from pole here tonight. He's going to have a good look at the pace car as we pace through the field. Lewis Meglin on the front row as well. A couple of newcomers there in the front. Going to get a great shot going off into turn 1, and I love to see it. You got Justin Gann there in 3rd, our 2nd in points. Beside him is the 13 of Aaron Satcher. Another great qualifying run for him as well. Casey McMullen will start from the 5th position. Beside him will be our points leader to the 15 of Nicholas Moreau. 7th spot going to Austin Amore. Beside him in 8th position is the number 17. That is Ryan Chapman. Martin Garreau is starting in P9. Beside him in 10th position, rounding out your top 10, is Phil Miller. 11th spot for the 48. That is J.C. Evans running his KB Tribute, Kellogg's car. And beside him in 12th position is that 00, our winner from a week ago, Brett Gardner. 13th going to go to Victor Pfluger in the number 10 Ford. And beside him in 14th is Louis Meglin. Dave Nestor and Jack Ritchie make up the next row, 15th and 16th. Robert Malikian and Chris Susky, 17th and 18th. 19th going to Jonathan Varanaskas. And rounding out your top 20 is Christopher Harrison.
All right, starting 21st, we have Andy Reeves in the 77. Then we have Michael Thwaites in the 22nd spot in car 99. Brandon Minto in the 23rd spot, car number 5. James Torrey, car number 6 in 24th. Shad Kern, car number 2 in the 25th spot. Brian Bliss in the 8th car in the 26th spot. Joseph Burgess in the 60 car in the 27th spot. And rounding out the 28 car field, we have Stephen Hollingsworth in car number 14.
28
They're
trucks.
off.
Yep, 28 trucks to make up the starting lineup here tonight. And storylines, Marshall Johnson, first pole in a while, runs the top of the board. We were just talking about his qualifying efforts earlier in the garage before the start of the qualifying, and making it look good out front. Louis Meglin on the front row as well. Great run for both of those guys.
Well, we were talking about Lewis too. Just some notables. You know, like I say, I'm usually in the truck, so I'm not really getting the big overview in the broadcast booth, and I'm usually in the back, so I don't know who's running up front. But yeah, it's good to see we got a whole different front row than what we're normally used to, and that already makes it exciting out here.
Well, it's another Faux Depot car, isn't it? Actually, I think that is sponsored by Home Depot.
He is a Home Depot car. Yeah, he's been running that for a while now. Yeah, that's not a Faux Depot car, but yeah, it's a good looking truck.
All right, the pace car is off. The truckers are coming down to the restart zone, getting ready for the start of the Michigan 200 here for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series. We are green and racing here at Michigan.
And I thought Justin was giving Marshall there a little bit of a bump there, but no, they're staying off each other. The 13th, though, Aaron Satcher is giving Lewis a little bit of a bump, though.
Yeah, we're 3 wide.
They're 3 wide already.
5th and 6th here. Somebody jumped to the outside. I think that's the Aaron Chapman, number 17, as they come off turn 2, still fighting for position as they head down the back.
Well, this is one of those tracks, too, where we're going to see the top line, bottom line. They might be too wide for a lot of this, just because you do have plenty of space to run out here. And, again, with the draft being so prevalent, it's just going to be a mayhem around here. You got to protect your tires, though, and you got to just pay attention to what you're doing. Yeah, but Marshall leads lap. He's up to lap 2. Yeah, leads the first lap there.
He does. It's a great start on this jump on the start, and it's going to lead lap 1. Justin Gann in second. Meglin tried to fight off the 17 to Chapman, who's making moves early to the inside. Ryan to the inside here for third spot.
Yeah, Luke's got that momentum, and you're going to see the momentum. You know, we talk about that week in, week out as well. On a track like this, as big as these corners are, the momentum on the outside is a lot stronger. We're watching Justin Gann right now. He's going to try to use that momentum, maybe try to take the lead over Marshall here.
5 for the lead on the outside, the 30 of Gann trying to take it away from Marshall Johnson in the 9. He's got to run off the corner, although Johnson's getting a good push from the 15 and Nicholas Moreau to try to keep him side by side as they did ahead in the 1. That worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah, Justin did actually get it, though. Here he comes though again, trying to make it. He wants to get in front and clear. He wants to add all that clean air to himself.
Almost in the wall, but carries a lot of momentum off the corner. Going to take the lead here.
Yeah.
Johnson going to slot into second. The fight is for third. Louis Meglin on the outside. Marshall Johnson, Nicholas Moreau on the inside.
Making some moves early on too. He's cleared. I was waiting for him to dip up. Not yet.
Great racing early on here in Michigan. 3 laps in the boat. Working lap 4 now as they run off the turn 1. Ooh, 2 by 2 and a little close there between the 17 and Brian Chapman and the 9 of Marshall Johnson.
Well, Chapman actually gave Nick a pretty good shove there entering turn 1, and that's why they were 2 by 2 up in the front row as well.
Down the back stretch and leading, but here comes the 15 and Nicholas Moreau starting to close in.
I know that the 9 too, he's pretty good at tire saving, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him fall back a little bit and maybe let the tires kind of come to him.
Side by side for second in front of him. Chapman taking that away from Nicholas Moreau, slots in the second position. Chapman, one of the more aggressive drivers out there. We saw him even on the start. Getting aggressive, trying to get those passes done early. But he's also been known to kind of eat those tires up. So I wonder how much he's abusing the tires here, or maybe just trying to get a lap 25.
Well, he started 8th, and he's already up to 2. He's actually going to be fighting for the lead now. He's actually side by side with Justin Gann right now, and he's got a nose out in front. If he can clear him, he's probably going to get the lead here this lap. But yeah, wow, pushing up the track a little bit there.
Yeah, inches apart. He tried to clear. He tried to clear, but he wasn't quite clear. And the 30 of Gann's going to have that run off the corner.
I think Ryan though got it. Ryan got him that lap by 0.001 second, 0.001. But yeah, I'm almost worried. I'd be worried about the tire wear on that 17 truck for sure. You bear through the field like this early, it's going to hurt you later. I mean, although 25 laps do seem like it's not a very long, run to the stage. But again, this is a 2-mile track. That's still 50 miles that they're putting on these tires and all that good stuff.
So 25 laps is not a long time, lap-wise. But this is a 2-mile track, so it's a long track, and you spend so much time in the corners. You put so much load into these tires that actually is a pretty good run. I think they can only do like 33 laps, if I remember right, on fuel. As Gann's going to retake this lead here on the outside.
Yeah, that's very possible. Yeah, I'm not actually 100% even sure what the fuel mileage is, but yeah, they might have to be a little conservative later on, and I'm assuming it's only going to be maybe one pit stop, so they might be able to get maybe a 30, maybe a 35, maybe 40 laps. But I know you're really much on the throttle throughout this entire lap. I mean, there's very little off throttle time around here.
Nicholas was trying to look inside.
Yeah,
couldn't get it done, but Ryan Chapman's going to jump to the bottom and try to retake this lead here in turn 1.
Looked like he used up Justin's bumper there for a little bit, trying to make a little hole for himself to try to get too wide again.
Yeah, and Gann fights back with that top lane, carrying that momentum on the top. This is why the drivers love this track. It's because you can move around. You can run some different tracks and different lanes and carry some momentum on the top, and you can kind of fight off the guy on the bottom. It's not just a one-lane track. You can kind of use whatever lane your car is wanting to use here.
Yeah, and if you notice, too, a lot of the drivers, they're not really hugging the low line like we normally see. They're not really very tight to that yellow line there. They're 1 or 2 grooves up, and it seems like to be the preferred line around here.
Right on board the Home Depot Toyota here for Marshall Johnson, looking forward. Battle for the lead's on again. We jump on board with Nicholas Moreau. He's got a front row seat to the battle for the lead between the 30 of Gann, the 17 of Ryan Chapman as they head off into 3.
Yeah, they've been battling pretty heavy. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to be able to maybe, it looks like 17 has cleared him for right now, but I don't think Justin's going to let that happen, let that slide.
Here comes Gann looking back to the inside, the crossover off of turn 4, looking back to the inside. The 17 comes down to cover. Close racing between the two of them.
Wow. And again, I mean, if that was the final stripe, that would have been a photo finish. That was 0.014 at the line there.
I know Nick's pretty good about saving his stuff, too. I wonder if he's just sitting back here watching this thinking, okay, guys, go ahead. Burn your stuff up.
Yeah, I mean, you got 15 laps. And again, like we said, I mean, 15 laps doesn't seem like a lot, but it is when you got, it's really 30 miles. So you got that 2-mile track here. You don't need the lead right now. You got to lead at lap 25. So, I mean, right now it's not a bad option to kind of save a little bit.
Marshall makes that pass on the 15 in a row. Moves back into 3rd position.
Now the 15's got Victor Fluger in that 10 truck kind of sneaking into the picture here.
Fluger upset that he stole his number.
Yeah.
We used to see Fluger in the 15 there, but the 15's who he's battling. He's in the 10 there.
Wow, look at that run that Nicholas had. I don't know if Justin did he lift? Did he tap the wall? Or
I don't know. Marshall had an issue there too, so everybody's starting to kind of slip and slide maybe a little bit. Here we go for the lead. Nicholas Moreau to the inside of the 17 of Ryan Chapman.
Goes from 4th to almost 1st in about a lap. Man, that was a .013 at the line right there. I mean, these guys, every lap, it's like a photo finish here.
11 laps in the books. Again, lap 25 being your stage, and we still have a bunch of pack racing up front. Oh, it's close off the corner. Moreau gives Chapman room coming off the corner.
It looked like Moreau wanted to kind of use that outside line, but then I think he thought twice.
Tries to chop down, but Moreau's still there as they enter the corners side by side through 3 and 4. Gann looking on in third. Some new players in fourth and fifth, though. Victor Pfluger, Austin DeMore, right there together.
True. He had 6. A couple guys still. I mean, the 9's kind of fallen back a little bit. 43 kind of fell back from the front row, and then 13 as well. So they might just be relaxing a little bit. You know, saving a little bit of stuff, using it for a rainy day. Right now, Chapman's out front. I mean, he's got a little hefty lead right now, especially second place is under fire. You got the 15 and the 30.
And the reason Chapman falls so hard, I think, for the lead is that clean air. It's really important to be out there in that clean air, get that downforce on the front of the truck. You see him moving down and trying to break the draft as well right now. These guys are running back down.
I hear the clean air is important. I have never been up in front to actually notice the difference. So, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Chapman loose into the wall off turn 2.
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
takes avoiding action. But he got really loose with Gann right on the back bumper. Everybody has to avoid him. He's dropping back. Dropping like a rock there. He's going to drop outside the top 10 even.
Great job of staying off of him, man. He was right there.
So Chapman having to rebound back there in 11th position right now. It's going to have to come back there. 3 wide in front of him, though. 3 wide for, what is that, 4th position now. Back to 2 wide into turn 1. Back to 3 wide in turn 2.
Wow, this is one of those tracks where, yeah, we see the field. They fan in the corners, and you know that they kind of run a good solid 1 lane, 2 lanes on the straightaways. But when it comes to the corners, it's anything goes.
Yeah, a lot of trucks starting to get loose off turn 2. That tire wear is starting to take effect here. Lap 15. Already starting to see some of the trucks wiggle around and struggle for grip. Starting with your leader at that point, Ryan Chapman, having those issues off turn 2, and everybody else starting to kind of, you're starting to see some handling issues.
We're almost 4 wide in the back there. I was looking at Marshall Johnson. They were almost 4 wide back there. They were 3 wide for a while there.
And Marshall also one of the ones dropping back there. He's back in 16th position.
Oh, Chapman against up the wall again. Man, he's having some. Man,
slow off the corner.
Well,
and let's have Maliki in there back there for 14th.
Well, and what did we say early on? We don't know how much these guys are kind of maybe using up their stuff early on. And, yeah, maybe the 9 and the 17 both have maybe just used off a little bit more than they had. Definitely something to take into the next, the next caution after the stage here to put it in pocket, in the back of your back pocket and say, hey, I need to save a little bit here.
Meanwhile, you got Gann up front working the lines, looking like Joey Logano. Moving left, moving right, trying to hold off the charge for the lead. But here comes Pfluger underneath. The 10 of Pfluger. Going to look for the lead down the backstretch, is he? There he is.
He's trying to get there, but I think that outside line right now, Gann's got it. Keep it hooked up on the low end. He might be able to get the run here. Maybe a little bit of help from, who's that behind him? I don't even know. Is that DeMore behind? No, that's Aaron Satcher.
Ooh, 3 wide for third back there between the 15, Satcher, Moreau, and is that Mark Moreau on the bottom? No, DeMore. Sorry, Mark.
Yeah, DeMore. Oh, Satcher gets a little loose there.
Satcher up the track.
He actually took one of those long lines that nobody's been taking, and it got him pretty loose down there. It's got to be dangerous in that very, very bottom line there.
Battle for the lead still going on. Pfluger still looking inside, trying to get there, but here comes Moreau on the outside, trying to take that away from him. He's going to use the draft from the 30 of Gann, and those two are going to go by Pfluger on the inside.
I think 48 and J.C. Evans and the 17 had a little bit of contact there. And looking at J.C. Evans' car, he's probably saying that's not great.
Boy, they are what?
4 wide.
4 wide down the backstretch. There's room to do it, but everybody's got to give a little room. Oh, a little contact on the entry there from the car on the inside. But they are racing close, and boy, with these trucks moving around, that is a recipe for disaster. But these guys are professionals.
Yeah. Well, they've got about 5 more laps to get this to get to the stage here, 6 more laps. But yeah, they're gonna have to just slow the roll a little bit right now.
Chesky on the bottom.
Although that is a big battle for 10th right now. So these guys, they really want those stage points. And there's 6 cars.
We got somebody, Casey McMullen, out of control, up against the wall, gets turned around, caution flies.
Wow. Well, I believe that's going to be our stage.
It is lap 20.
It is.
Waiting to confirm.
Yep, it will be the stage.
Okay, got confirmation that is the stage.
You got confirmation from me that makes the confirmation.
All right, well, it's early into the stage. Look who's out front. The 10, Victor Fluger, gonna get the stage win tonight.
Well, we were just saying that it'd be nice if they could go another 5 laps, but they could not.
They could not. Let's go back and look at the reason for the caution here. Casey McMullen coming off the corner, getting loose, sliding sideways. And I would say the car behind him didn't give a break. That was Satcher, but unfortunately Satcher had a truck on his back bumper as well. There's really nowhere for him to go.
Well, that's where I was looking too, and I wasn't really paying attention to the broadcast itself to see where you were. But yeah, that's where all the excitement was at right now. They were all fighting for that 10th place or better spot for the stage, and it was mayhem over there. There was a gaggle of cars, and just about 6 guys that were kind of fighting for it or more. It's pretty wild. I mean, they're definitely spicing it up out here for us tonight.
Just looking at some of the replays, I'll tell you what, that Casey McMullen, number 71. He's had a rough couple of weeks. Almost got some air there up under the truck.
He was, he was on his side. Not completely around, though.
Satcher, we're right aboard once again. Coming off the corner, just gets loose. And unfortunately, it slows that 71 up enough to where he ends up on the outside. I'm not even sure he was trying to be there. It just like it slows the truck up so much that you end up beside him. And he's trying to hang on at that point, too. And you know, it is what it is. Let's see if we can ride on board. Let's ride on board with Casey here. This should be a fun one.
The only thing I can say, though, is it doesn't look like anybody got a tremendous amount of damage. I mean, it was such a fast wreck where there wasn't any fast stops. So I think everybody's probably going to be decent.
They're going to be all right. A little bit of damage to fix. I saw the 71 truck had a little bit of damage, but other than that, I think everybody's going to continue to roll and have no problems here. Well, we did have pit stops here, and it looks like Nicholas Moreau's taking over the lead over Victor Fluger. Fluger falls to 3rd, Gann up to 2nd, Simon Magin and J.C. Evans, your top 5.
Well, we talked about fuel, and by the time this thing goes green, they're going to be about a quarter of the way through. I have a feeling that we are going to be forced to a two-stop strategy now with this earlier stage here. Yeah. So, yeah, you'll have to check your little cheat sheet.
I'm going to check my sheet here and see what they can do or what.
I'm thinking they'd have to be, right?
Let's see, where are we at? Michigan. I should check this before the race.
No, we need to ask them. We can always forget to ask them.
37.4 laps.
Wow, 37.4. That might put these guys 1 lap shy.
Of course. That's if we don't have any more cautions, too, though.
True. But you always got to kind of figure, hey, if it stays green, you got to be thinking of that strategy. And, with some of the tire wear we've been seeing as well, I mean, maybe, you might have a couple guys that might want to try and come in and out. You shouldn't go a lap down, I can't imagine, especially if you're running up front. You might not go a lap down just because of the length of the track.
Yeah, speaking of that, you got Ryan Chapman back here all the way in 26 trying to get some of that damage fixed that he incurred on that run there for sure.
And that's a slippery slope for these guys, especially, when you got a fast guy out there like Chapman, he's going to have to just be patient, get through the field here. we got a long way to go, so it's not like you need to really get up there quickly. You definitely don't want to be another caution, so you want to protect that car. You definitely want to move forward, but you don't want to move forward that you end up going backwards, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, when we take the green, we'll be almost quarter distance here at Michigan. 20 lap 24, almost to lap 25 of 100. Stage is out of the way. It's all racing to the checkered flag now. We're going to see some different guys take some different pathways, maybe a little less aggressive, maybe thinking about the end of the race, possibly, but I wouldn't expect it. The pace car peels off. Nicholas Moreau, your leader, Justin Gann in second. Your two guys fighting for the lead in points up front on point. Green flag flies, and we're back racing here after our first caution here at Michigan.
Yeah, Nick got a great jump though. We usually see that, but that was pretty special right there. He's already got a 2/10 lead right now.
Yeah, the battle is for second.
Yeah. Kind of had to go back too. We kind of been a little cheating on the field. There's been so much action up front. I'm just kind of going back and looking at last week's winner. Brett Gardner sitting in 13th right now. He's kind of battling Jack Ritchie.
That's his teammate. A couple of barbecue guys. We got in chat there. We got Gary Gardner cheering on the barbecue guys.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
back there.
Barbecue guys. They've been cooking. Those barbecue guys lately.
Last couple of weeks, but they're back there. They're kind of chilling tonight.
That's right. Yeah.
Will we see them at the end? I guess we'll find out, huh?
Well, it's one of those things now where you have the opportunity to kind of save and just kind of relax, and then you might even be looking at your fuel strategy, thinking, okay, maybe if I lay off a little bit, I might be able to make this in one stop. Again, it's something you always got to think at the back of your head. Can I make it if it does stay green? And we usually do stay green in these races. Not always, but it's just something you got to consider. These guys
three wide.
Pretty sharp out there.
Three wide for about 6th spot back here. Now back to 2 wide. Although they're not content, they're going to make it 3 wide again. Tight racing right there between the 48 of J.C. Evans. Who's that? Austin DeMore
in the middle.
Very nice. Just again right there in front of him, just trying to take it easy. Whoa.
Baranowski's behind him. The 50's in front of him, Martin Grove. But yeah, Justin Gann, he might be looking at that fuel strategy right now. He might be in it for the long game, playing the long game.
Grove slides up in front of the 30. He gets a little loose, and the 30 has to check up because he gets tight. And now that brings him back to this 3 wide battle behind him.
I thought they were going to stay 3 wide there, but it looked like the 48, J.C. Evans kind of got out of the way there. Here comes the 16 now.
Whoa.
Gann's in the middle. They're having a Gann sandwich. He's still in the meat. He's still the meat of the sandwich right now.
Yeah. 48 on the inside. J.C. Evans outside. Austin DeMore in the 21 going forward.
And I know with the speed that Gann has, I mean, he's already shown us it. So he's definitely out there kind of laying back a little bit and saving.
Well, I mean, we see this, it seems like every week after the stage. Gann kind of takes it easy the first few laps, drops to the field, and then charges back forward. But I'm going to tell you, it's tough watching these guys drive by you because, you have to go back by them later, and it's tough making those passes sometimes.
Well, yeah, they're already 2.5 seconds off the leader right now. So,
right. This is the battle, for fourth? For fourth on back. The top 3 are breaking away, and actually we got a battle for the lead. Here comes Nicholas Moreau with the help and a push from his new teammate, Simon Magnan, to the outside.
Wow, yeah, Magnan showing up pretty good. I remember racing Magnan at where we were at, Long Beach. We had a good little battle going on.
There's battles everywhere, but up front, lead change, Nicholas Moreau to the front. Magnan, that team, that partnership between Easy Crew and Rebel Racer and working out really well for those two right now. And Magnan, with those new colors too, is kind of tough to get used to.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of pushing the teammate right now. They're definitely working together, trying to maybe. It almost looks like the tandem draft they got going on right now.
True. Yeah, Victor's trying to just stay with him and will with that draft. I think we'll have no problem just tag along here at this point.
And it's honestly, that's the best thing to do. I mean, they've got a 1.9 second lead over fourth right now, and fourth is Baranowskis. And Vardaska's on that special team you were just talking about, the collaboration team.
Yeah, it's true. Varnoska's another. No. He's at Ram.
Oh. I thought he was part of that group. No?
I think he is.
I thought he was.
We might have to have a discussion about that after this race. Yes, he is. But he's in the wrong car, so we'll discuss that later.
Yeah, because I remember, the Canadian crew, all those guys.
Yep.
But they're starting to kind of filter out a little bit behind Jonathan. You got Demore, Groh, J.C. Evans. Jack Ritchie actually kind of started sneaking up towards the front there. He's kind of gotten away from him and Brett Gardner were kind of stuck around the same spot, 12th and 13th. But yeah, Jack Ritchie's starting to climb up the field a little bit as well.
Susky right there behind him on the outside there. I haven't caught his name tonight. Malikian. And look, Chapman up to 11th spot after starting 26th on this restart. So he's used those fresh tires to cut through the field. But again, we saw his struggles being on the long run.
Well, he looks like he's a little bit more tamer right now. I mean, yeah, he is cutting through the field. Man, he's running that low line, too. I'm surprised. I don't know. I don't know if that's really the line you want to be around here.
Well, if they're in the high line, you got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah, but do you want to be all the way at the bottom there?
I usually don't in 3 and 4. I just find there's less banking down there in that first lane. But
I see a couple of guys. Yeah, get a couple. Get a little loose down there. I mean, the 43 of Lewis Meglin. He's going down there as well a little bit.
We'll see our guys. We got a pack of 3 here. You got another pack of 3 back there behind them. And then you got another pack of 3. So 3-pack, 3-pack, 3-pack.
Well, I'll tell you, the second 3-pack has actually started to catch the first 3-pack because they're down to about 1.2 now compared to the almost 1.9 they were a few laps ago.
Yeah, I want to kind of watch that 1.1 going into turn 1. We'll see if they're cutting back down and catching this group up front.
DeMore got a little loose on exit there. Didn't slow him down much, but man, I saw that car get a little sideways.
Hanging it out.
Yeah. He wasn't loose. That's just the racing. Oh, Jack Ritchie underneath the 50 right now of McGraw. Almost a little contact there. Chapman now.
Chapman push. Oh no, that's Susky giving Groh a push.
Kind of leading up. I mean, to me, I would kind of do what the lead pack was doing, just kind of staying in line.
Well, you do have got a pit stop coming up. You know, you still got some things to filter out here.
Well, we wonder though too, you know, and
again, close. Jonathan Baranowskis, Austin DeMore, really close into turn 3. They got them all checked up. Here comes who is that underneath? J.C. Evans underneath them, 3 wide.
Yeah. All that did was bring the 4 cars that were chasing them right up to them now. And now they are actually losing the top pack right there.
Still 3 wide.
They have not, nobody's decided who wants to lead.
Who's down there on the bottom is going to check him up just a little bit. Those guys on the outside going to have a run. Back to 2 wide as we go down the backstretch.
Yeah, Groh gets by. Looks like the 72 now might pick off JC here.
Baranowskis out front of Austin DeMore. Ooh, Baranowskis a little loose. DeMore a little check up. And here we are 3 wide again on the front stretch with Baranowskis on the outside, J.C. Evans on the inside, and Groh making up the meet in the middle.
Yeah, they're slowly bleeding off speed to the leaders with all this monkeying around up here. If they really want to try and stay with them, they should have lined up. I know that it's probably not the thing when you're in the driver's seat. You're thinking, no, I don't want to work with anybody right now. But it does help. It allows that whole pack to maybe get up to the lead right now. The lead is still they're still been staying solid.
Look at the big picture. You want to catch them up front. Ooh, close there between is that Jack Ritchie and Martin Garreau.
Yeah,
Ritchie was trying to get underneath.
Jack has been trying to. He's been slicing and dicing through the field since his restart. Started 16th up to 7th right now, and still trying to go forward here. Got to think big picture though as well. And again, like I say, if these guys would actually link up, yeah, they're, wow.
Leaning on each other a little bit. A little more contact coming off the corner there. Jack Ritchie trying to side draft the 50 of Garreau, who's getting a push from the 17 of Ryan Chapman.
Chapman did not lift. He's like, I'm going to try and break this guy's up. If they're not going to break it up, I'm going to break it up for him.
Push him through and try to go through with him. Jack Ritchie loose off the corner again.
But they are finally single filed, and this is where I feel like they need to be if they really want to try and catch that lead. I mean, yeah, they're fighting here for 7th and 8th and all these different positions. You should be up there fighting for the lead, but you got to work together at this point to get there. Man, 17 right up the wall. He barely skimmed it.
He touched it there, kind of slowed him down a little bit. Here comes Ritchie.
Yeah, it looked like that.
Inside, no. 17's going to cover that off.
Well, this is the spot where, yeah, I think maybe they find. I don't know if they're listening to us here, but they've calmed down a little bit. And it's kind of straightened out, and this is what you need.
Well, we're reaching that point again where handling starts to become an issue.
Yep.
And you start to see the winners and the losers start kind of shuffling out here. The ones who took care of their tires versus the ones who haven't. And that's when you're going to start seeing. I guess it separates the men from the boys.
Yeah, but you gotta, I think everybody that's in this series, or really in any of the iRacing series, knows that the tire wear is very dramatic, and you really got to kind of save as much as you can when you can, and you got to work together. You got to use the draft to your advantage, and especially if you could get that, if you get a line of cars, work together, kind of like a plate track, you're going to gain some, you're going to gain at least on some of the leaders, and since they actually have kind of single filed out, they are starting to maybe reel in that top group a little bit. It was at 1.6 a little while ago. They're down to 1.3 now. So they're doing what they need to do right now. And that should be the goal, to get to those leaders. Because the leaders are out there just having a Sunday drive.
Yeah, DeMore leading this group, the second group. The top three kind of pulled away. They're trying to claw them back forward. The two that are working the best tonight so far is the two out front, Simon Mackin and Nicholas Moreau, in lockstep there, pulling Victor Fluger along, although Fluger's starting to kind of lose touch of the front two here.
Yeah, Fluger, unfortunately, I don't know if, like you said, the tire wear starting to hit him a little bit, but yeah, he's starting to kind of back up a little bit to DeMore.
Well, I have a hunch. That is a teammate in the 21 of DeMore back there behind him.
Oh, okay.
So if he can get him some help, then possibly they can take the fight to the two teammates up front. This has become a draft-style event here.
Well, that's true. Yeah, he did kind of bring DeMore now up to Fluger's draft. And Fluger has not necessarily lost the draft to the leaders either. So that is the bridge of error, as I've referred to it once before. So.
Back there in 8th spot, Jack Ritchie in 9th. Actually, 7 that spot in 9th. A step back from these guys. There's still some racing going on back here for those guys trying to settle where they want to run.
One name that I'm looking for, and I guess he's 14th right now, Justin Gann. We saw him kind of lay off. I'm waiting for him to start picking up the throttle now and maybe start moving back to the front here.
That's true. He did drop through the field, dropped all the way to 14th.
Yeah. He's right behind Brett Gardner right now, last week's winner. So,
which is another name we don't really expect to see mid-pack.
Well, you got to wonder if maybe the two of them are kind of, playing the same kind of strategy.
Waits right there behind him in the number 99, getting a run on those guys.
Yeah, Michael had a week off, I believe, last week, and back in the action tonight. Somebody else we haven't talked about, Brian Bliss. He's up to 18th right now. He started 26th, slowly working his way through the field. He's right in front of Marshall Johnson. Yeah,
Brian acted like he was not going to start tonight. I guess he decided to start anyway. Had some issues, some graphical issues with some stuttering and all, so I'd like to see he made it out there.
He's looking pretty stable out there as well, and he's in the top 20. Again, he started not dead last, but a couple points off the very bottom of the pack.
We talked about Fluger kind of taking it easy back there, dropping back to the 4th place car. Well, guess what? Now he's fighting Simon Maggan for 2nd. So maybe he was saving just a little himself.
That's very possible. Yeah, I mean, you do actually have. I mean, you kind of get an idea of the gauge of where your fuel is. You don't know, which is a lot different than what the actual real guys get. So, yeah, you can use it. You just got to remember you can't. It's like a calculated fuel that you're looking at. So if you're running smooth a bunch of laps, it's going to calculate your smoothness So it's yeah, he might have looked at the gas gauge and said, "Yeah, way here."
Look at
I'm
that
thinking
JC.
too. Oh, the yellow is out.
We got
Who
Shad
is it?
Curran having issues on the front stretch here. Not sure if he was the only one involved, but sliding sideways and keeps it going though. Let's go back and look at our best one tire and auto carry instant replay before Tony spoils it.
I
Down
haven't
the
found
front
it yet. I
stretch.
can't spoil it.
Oh, contact between him and the Chili's machine. Who is that? 77 Andy Reeves? It is.
Yes.
Let's run on board with Shad and get a better view of what actually happened there. Trying to run to the
Yet to even
outside.
see it.
Contact with Shad. Slide sideways. Oh, he gets hit. Oh, he gets hit by Marshall Johnson and spun around. But continues on.
Actually, that was it Marshall?
I believe it was. Let's see. Spinning,
The
spinning,
77?
spinning. Yes, Marshall Johnson in the quarter panel spins Shad around after the contact with the 77.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he hit Shad. I was gonna say because I saw Shad. Shad had the contact at 77 there. I did finally find it. Yeah, unfortunately, Marshall just wrong place, wrong time.
Coming down to you right here in front of you. Contact with Shad, the 77. Andy Reeves spins him around. And again, no, that's not the coach for the Redskins.
Yeah.
That'd be Reeves.
Oh man, brutal night for Marshall. That looked like a pretty tough hit in front of that truck.
Pretty strong. Here comes the leaders to pit road, though. 46 laps, 55 to go, so there is no chance they're going to make it from here. So we're going to have this pit stop and at least one more.
Right. Yeah. Well, hopefully, some guy's going to probably wrench on the car a little bit or the truck and see if they can get this thing patched up if they need it patched up, and maybe get a little more handling involved.
Well, it's tough to do if you're the front runners. If you're Moreau, if you're Moreau, you feel pretty good about it. Now, I will say Simon started to get some pressure from behind there late in that run, so he may think about it. 3 wide race off of pit road for second spot. It looks like Austin DeMore might have.
He might. Yeah, he did not get the win. Not a speed, but yeah, did not get the second place spot.
Nope, Simon going to slide back in front of him.
And where did Victor end up?
6th spot. He did lose a few this time.
Yeah. But everybody else is pretty much still in line. Ryan Chapman though still in the pit right now.
Probably still getting some damage fixed, or maybe you got some more there scrubbing that wall. We saw him up towards the top.
Yeah, Michael Thwaites as well in the wall, or still in the pits.
That's true too. The 99's still there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at Marshall. Well, Marshall, we don't know how bad he is. The front end of the truck doesn't look bad, but it was a pretty hard hit.
Yeah.
And this is one of those tracks where, aero's definitely going to hurt you. So you definitely want to try and get as much aero fixed as possible.
We got a fun slate of events coming up for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series Iowa next week, next Wednesday night, 9 p.m. here on Full Throttle Television. Should be a lot of fun. We got Kansas after that. And then we head to the big high banks of Daytona. A lot of fun racing coming up the next couple of weeks here on Full Throttle TV for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series. Definitely want to tune in and check it out. See how these points battles kind of shape up. Who's going to be your contenders this week, this season. And of course, see some great racing action, so you can grab some wins.
Yep, I'm just kind of going over track 2. We got Diane Chapman in there rooting on Ryan. Ryan's having a little rough night, but there's still plenty of racing to go. He's got plenty of time to rebound. And then Catabolic, he's rooting on Speed Demons out there. And then Fast, 007 or 005, not 007. He says, when are we going to stream the live stream the Vanlilys series? Unfortunately,
if I could clone myself.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, they got 3D printers, but they can't 3D print us.
Yeah, we would love to do that. We have our Tuesday night gig there going on over at Apex, and you definitely want to check that out on Tuesday nights as well. Vanlilys series, we enjoyed broadcasting those guys, but yeah, we're hoping to get back to them at some point. But right now that Apex Racing Cup Series has caught our eye, and they're doing some great stuff over there. So love doing that. But we're coming back to green here. Nicholas Moreau leading them down. Green flag flies here at Michigan. We have 49 laps in the books. Next time by, we'll be halfway here at Michigan.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting to see Simon Magnan maybe try to get behind his teammate there, but no. Nick actually said, "I'm going to come up. And join you." But yeah, now Simon's kind of came down.
Austin Moore fighting J.C. Evans for third. I was going to just talk about J.C. Evans. Had a tough couple of weeks. Was really frustrated with his finish last week. Some things that happened out of his control. So far tonight, though, looks like we lit a fire under the 48. He is on fire tonight, up in the third position.
Yeah, he's definitely looking pretty good out there right now. Like I say, he's got Tony the Tiger on the hood of that truck, and being a Tony, that paint job is great. I'm gonna keep using it until somebody laughs.
Somebody out there in chat laugh, please, so we can stop here. Anyway, now side by side with Austin DeMore on the inside, but that outside lane got a great run, great momentum there. Jack Ritchie side by side with Jonathan Varanauskis. That's for sixth spot. And it's not side by side anymore. Varanauskis dives inside Victor Pfluger for fifth.
I feel like some of these guys.
A little contact between him and Pfluger. I think Pfluger kept it off the wall there, but that was close.
They touched a little bit there. Like I said, I was just about to say that a lot of these guys, they were playing the long game about 10 laps ago, and I don't know what happened. They decided not to play the long game. I think they all know they're going to at least pit one more time, so fuel saving is kind of maybe out the window here.
Who's that in the wall back there? Was that Susky?
That may have been, yeah. Here comes Pfluger underneath the Moore.
The 43 of Lewis Meglin, I believe. Pfluger diving underneath the Moore, takes that spot. A couple of teammates right there, the 21 and the 10.
You're right, yeah. It was the 43 that didn't have the wall.
So I expect the 10 and 21 to play nice together. And it's like the 21's like, okay, you go ahead for a little while. Meanwhile, Varanauskis under fire from Jack Ritchie in the 73.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting to see Jack maybe kind of move through the field a little bit here. He's just going to have to try to find a way around this 90 car right now. Not the Varanauskis. I did it again. Varanauskis. The D is not there. It's there, but it's not there. Yeah, I'll make you laugh. All right, we got a little shake up for second here. Here comes J.C. Evans under Magnan.
Is he going for the lead? He might be even underneath our leader, the 15 of Nicholas Moreau, but he doesn't have the momentum off the corner. He's going to drop back for second here as Simon Magnan are going to pull up and try to give 15 a push there. He's going to clear. The battle is still for a second, though.
Yeah, it's there's a 4-car battle for a second. It's soon to be a 5-car battle because Jack Ritchie is he's on a mission as well.
It's like Victor Pfluger slots back in line. It's going to allow the 72 of Jack Ritchie diving underneath. Is Ritchie going to try to make it 3 wide into 1? Yes, he is.
He had a pretty good run there, and did not lift.
Although he doesn't have. 48 a little loose off the corner there.
JC definitely, he's starting to look a little loose here.
Now he's going to take his run and go to the inside of DeMore here in turn 3.
Yeah, and look at how sideways that thing is. man, he was able to hang on to it down there. When I saw him that loose and then going down low like that, I was waiting for something. He was able to hang on to it. I'll tell you, look at the 30 though. Justin Gann back up in the top 10. He's sitting in 9th right now, and he's like, yeah, no more riding around for me.
He's underneath Susky coming off turn 2. Jack Ritchie side by side. Now 3 wide. Something happened to the 48. He got loose off turn 2, puts him to the inside. He's dropping back.
Like I said, I saw the signs there with the 48, and yeah, he's definitely he's hurting right now. Almost had the lead, that close.
Wonder if he either pushed his tires too hard, either that, or made some adjustments that aren't agreeing with him right now.
Well, we know too that the way the tire model is, the tires, if you get them over too heated, they're gonna. Oh, the 72 has a little contact with. Was that the 90 again?
Well,
yeah,
we've got a battle for the lead, Tony. While you're talking,
yeah.
Austin Moore to the inside of Nicholas Moreau. Can't quite get there.
The stuff that was going on behind him was just as exciting.
Chris Susky there, back there, sliding to 11th after all that going on. The 72 of Ritchie there. The 48 on the inside.
Austin clears him. Back up front now.
Oh, so now you're up front. Austin Moore to the front.
Well, I'm in the blimp can.
Moreau all over the back bumper here.
And Austin's got that clean air. Try to pull away.
I know he's been working hard trying to get into contention in the front of these races. Had a great run going on Monday night at Nashville. Unfortunately, it didn't end well for him, but he's definitely shown some speed. And the Speed Demon group, they certainly have put in the work and started to shine up front as well. It's so competitive out there. You got the Speed Demon group, you got the Easy Crew and Rumble Racing up front. You got BBQ kind of dominating the wins here as of late. It's hard to keep track of. Oh, close racing into turn 1 between Demore and the 15 and Moreau. Moreau a little sideways. Everybody packed up on top of each other as they come out of turn 2.
Well, I even think Simon and Victor maybe touched a little bit too. I don't know if that was just in reaction to what was going on in front of them, but wow.
Boy, this is dangerous stuff, but
yeah.
Ooh, who's up the track back there? Almost into the side of
Gann.
Evans. Justin Gann washing up the track in that dirty air. Had to check up.
I mean, the top 9 right now is under a blanket in a handkerchief. I mean, it's crazy. We got the 2-car tandem going on with Demore pushing Nick right now.
Yeah, Nick back to the front, Demore back to second. Simon trying to get to his teammate here in third. Underneath Austin Demore. Demore has Varanauskis and Pfluger behind him. They're kind of all set as far as teammates go.
Yeah, they got a lot of friends up there. I think everybody's got a dancing partner at least. It's just
ooh, Pfluger took off. Pfluger took off into the side of Varanauskis. Varanauskis had to check up. They survive, but that was close. Oh, the 48 turns Martin Garreau around on the front stretch. Caution flies as Martin Garreau goes for a spin after the 48 turns down and turns the 50 up into the wall.
Oh, man.
We saw it right here.
Well, then they were 3 wide for a while. I'm surprised JC didn't see him down there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Just kind of like he moved down and unfortunately clipped the right rear quarter panel of the 50. And so that's...
Well, Varanauskis, we've talked about the tunnel vision, and JC was so close to Varanauskis. Varanauskis kind of turns on the track, and it looks like JC just kind of went with him.
Well, we're going to go back and look at our instant replay before you give us the play-by-play here. Going 3 wide down the front stretch, and the 48 just moves down and clips the quarter panel of the 50.
Like I say, he might have just had that tunnel vision, just chasing the tailgate of Varanauskis in front of him, and when Varanauskis turned on, he might have just went with him. But we're at lap 61. I don't know if they're going to have enough gas. It's going to be very tight. We might see some guys maybe come in for a second top off here.
Here. We just did the 48 there. 3 wide. coming through there. Unfortunately, just that's plenty of room. Just
Yeah.
this track's plenty wide enough. It's just you just gotta give each other that little extra room. Let's see if anybody pits here. 61 of 100. We got 40 laps to go at this point. Still can't quite make it on fuel. Are you gonna burn a set of tires here?
I would imagine, yeah. I can imagine pit road being pretty busy. I can't imagine anybody not coming in. Because even so, you know, even if you can make it, if it stays green, you know, you might just have to come in for a quick splash.
Looks like they're going to follow your advice. Everybody comes to pit road.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, I think that's kind of a no-brainer. You just definitely want to get the tires, especially too. They've already ran what 20 laps on the other set, so they're already starting to see a bit of wear. It's a smart move, and again, by the time we go back green, we might be in the pit window. You know, one caution, or if you're clutching it. Again, I have a feeling we might see a couple of guys maybe even come back in for a quick top off.
You think some guys are going to try it?
Yeah.
If I was towards
There's going to be one or two.
If I was towards the back, why not? I would definitely try it.
Yep. No, I guarantee we'll see somebody. I'm looking at a case of Mullen.
Yeah, that's the first name that came to my mind too. Is he's back there right now, so I definitely would think he would try something to alternate here.
That's right. Yeah.
See some great racing tonight, though. Out there, it's a lot of side-by-side racing, a lot of close racing, good clean racing for the most part. Everybody giving room. Like I said, the track's plenty wide enough for three wide. You just got to give each other enough room to operate in those situations.
Well, being as far along into the race as we are, too, I mean, you got to think, we only had one person that actually did start the race, and that was Stephen Hollingsworth. But we've got still 27 cars out there, and everybody's still on the lead lap, which is pretty impressive, especially for the tough, hard racing we've been seeing all night. So, yeah, everybody's doing a great job out there. I mean, a couple little issues here and there for the most part, but, yeah, otherwise, I mean, it's been a lot exciting here in the booth. I almost kind of wish I was out there, though. I mean, the guys look like they're having a whole lot of fun.
We do have a few coming back down to pit road, but Casey's not the first one. Phil Miller is going to come down, I think, and top off as well. So he might be thinking the same thing.
Well, Casey's in.
Casey and Phil Miller, yeah.
Anybody? Yeah, nobody else, so. Like I say, yeah, we don't 100% know, but right now they're at 37 laps to get to the end of this. So there might be somebody that might try to stay out. If our calculations are correct. We always got to put that asterisk there.
On the backstretch, they are 2x2 getting ready for a restart. 63 laps in the book. 4 more, and we'll ask Tony to tell us how many laps we've completed.
I'm trying to find 2 car numbers we can add together to get that number. I haven't yet to find it. But I'm looking at teammates too. You got, we got teammates front and back and joining rows?
Yes, we did. Nicholas Moreau and Simon Maggie lined up on the inside. Austin Moore, Victor Pfluger on the outside, and a couple of Rams behind them. So here we go. Pace cars off. We're going to get a restart with 64 laps in the books. 37 laps to go. Green flag flies. Let's see what this run yields.
Well, I don't think Nicholas was actually telling Simon that he was going because, yeah, he shot out like a cannon there. Usually when you got your teammates up there, you can kind of give them a heads up, like 3, 2, 1, go, you know? That apparently did not happen. Unless, of course, Simon's got my attention span. He probably didn't hear him say it.
Well,
it's possible. Just throwing it out there.
If he had your attention span, he probably would be running up in second, so.
Well, that's probably true, too.
Here comes Austin Moore on the outside. Simon Maggie getting passed by Moore, who moves into second place. Simon tries to slide up in front of Pfluger. Pfluger says, no, not so fast. I'm going to the bottom.
Yeah, well, the teammates have been broken up, though, too, yeah. And, Yeah, DeMore, I don't know if DeMore wants to push the 15 or he wants to be out in front there. I would, I go back to like our plate racing strategy too. If you're leading, you're burning up the more fuel than everybody else. So, I don't know if I'd even would be wanting to lead right now.
Moreau getting freight trained on the outside. DeMore and Pfluger around the outside. Ooh, almost contact between Simon Madigan and Jack Ritchie. Ritchie almost in the back of Madigan. 3 wide contact off the corner. Tough racing, tight racing here.
Wow.
Still tight racing as the 48 is going to make it 4 wide on the top.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Maybe not.
Yeah, no, good idea. He kind of stepped off of that. But yeah, there's still 3 wide.
Oh, contact between Madigan and Jack Ritchie there again. Ritchie up the track. Madigan sliding back there after that contact.
Wow. I have not seen this much action in the top 10 in a long time.
Well, they were giving the squeeze job down the front stairs here just a minute ago. It was tight there. Victor Pfluger now to the lead, though, over his teammate Austin DeMore. So Pfluger to the front. Did they do the IndyCar swap here, Tony? Try to save fuel? It's like you lead this lap, I'll lead next lap.
Well, again, with the fuel being as tight as we assume it might be, probably not a bad option. It's just with such tight racing up front, though, I don't know if you really want to be shucking and driving that top spot there.
I don't know if you can save fuel with the way they're racing up front.
Right. Yeah, I don't believe so either. Again, you're on throttle for a good portion of this lap. You're off a little bit, but it's go. That's why it would scare me if I'd be out in front, because, you are burning up more fuel.
Simon Madigan got shuffled back. He's back in 7th spot after that contact. Oh, here comes Vanlilys diving deep into the corner. The 72 having an issue with Carlin's back bumper. That's the 30 of Gann. Now they're 3 wide, 2 wide, 3 wide. I don't know. Coming off turn 2. They are 3.
They are. Gann giving Ritchie a push there. And they're 3 wide behind him, almost.
Ooh. Madigan maybe getting a little tight there on the bottom. Slides up just a little bit, but hangs on to it. Leaves enough space for everybody there.
Don't look now. The 17 has joined the chat in the top 10 here, so he's kind of going forward. It looks like being a little bit more calm getting through the field here. I don't know if he's got the speedy truck like he did early on, but he's definitely rebounded pretty good so far.
You can listen to how little, I guess, they're off the throttle here. Right on board to the 17 of Chapman looking forward at the 48. With J.C. Evans and Madigan on the bottom there, the 46 going backwards.
Yeah, Simon actually, he lost his draft partner. Since he's kind of lost his little draft partner, he's been struggling. He needs to get back up and find Nicholas again. He's got Varnauskas in front of him, but that's a good dancing partner, but probably not the partner he wants to be around.
J.C. Evans pushing Gann by Varnauskas. Now it's side by side in front of him with Nicholas Moreau. Now 3 wide going into the corner. Tight racing into turn 1. I don't think any of them thought they were going to be 3 wide at that point. No. Late moves being made here in turn 1 at Michigan.
72 kind of running the inside. I thought he was going to kind of go for the lead here for a second. He had a pretty good run on the inside there for a little bit.
Inside of Nicholas Moreau there on the outside. In front of him, Austin DeMore trying to cover that. Here comes Jack Ritchie on the inside of the 72, but a big push from the 15. It's going to clear him and the 15 from Jack Ritchie, I believe, although Ritchie's getting a little help now.
Yeah, I had to go back in the field just a little bit. I don't want to neglect some of those guys back there, but I'll tell you, all the action's really happening up front right now. It's insane what's going on. Oh, we got
J.C. Evans into the wall, goes for the spin off of turn 2. And unfortunately, his night just got a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
4th caution of the night so far here at Michigan. 30 laps to go, Tony. This is inside the fuel window at this point. But
yeah,
do you come in for tires? Do you stay out because you can stretch it on fuel?
Well, are people going to pit? I think everybody's going to pit. Is everybody going to take tires? That I can't tell you.
Let's go back and look at this replay here with J.C. He's coming off the corner. I think he just gets loose, maybe. I don't know if he gets loose or tight, but goes up, hits the wall, and unfortunately comes right across the 17 of Ryan Chapman.
Over race control, I heard JC got he was checking up for the cars in front, and then tapped the wall, and unfortunately, Ryan just happened to be there and kind of helped him around there. No damage though on JC, so very minimal if anything. But yeah, it does put him kind of behind the 8 ball there.
You get the tight race in there and something happens like that, there's no time to react. Everybody packed up on top of each other, and that's what will happen.
The only good thing about this track, though, and we've seen it a couple times, that you're going at such a high rate speed, and everybody around you. If you have an accident like that, it's not like a hard T-bone or a really big heavy collision. So these guys. It minimizes the damage because everybody's still kind of going around the same speed. Even if you're sliding, you're still doing about 160 miles an hour in a spin.
Well, we got a little bit of a split decision up front, Tony. I told you I was wondering if anybody would stay out. About half of them are, at least.
Really?
First one to pit road, Ryan Chapman, Aaron Satcher, Chris Harrison, Chris Susky, Burgess, Curran, and more. Mark Grove comes in as well.
And I'm looking. Okay, Ryan just came in for a stop and go. Quick little fuel up. Aaron is actually getting tires. Just kind of looking through the field here.
Susky's off pit road.
Yeah, I got to see what did he do? Did he take tires? No, Susky came in just for a little top off, maybe a little damage repair. So yeah, we do got a lot of guys coming in just for fuel only. It looks like maybe saving a set just in case.
So we know these guys can make it.
Yeah, and you think too that the guys that are out there, they're probably, if you want to go into one of their in-car cameras, they're probably clutching it and maybe saving every little last drop. We do have the opportunity for 3 green and white checkers, so you got to consider that as well. That there's a potential that you might need that extra gas. I think the guys that did stop though now, at least that kind of takes it off their mind of their fuel. If they got that extra set of tires in the pit, so like Chapman, he didn't take any shoes, so it's probably the smart move. And I don't think it really hurt him too much. He only lost a couple positions out of that.
Well, it depends on how much you want to gamble here, because if you're going to come in and give up track position and go back in the field, I almost feel like you should just go ahead and make the full gamble, take tires, and hope it go green to the end. Because you've lost so much track position, you're going to have to try to fight back through traffic with tires that are equal to the guys you're fighting with. And even then, you only get like halfway there and you have a caution to have to pit. Well, now you're still going to be on even tires in that situation. So,
well, that's true. Yeah. And actually, looking at Chapman right now, he's 17th. So he came in 9th.
And that's just me. If I'm going to gamble, might as well gamble the whole way. Let's take that last set of tires and hope for no caution. Because right now, if I'm pinned back in 17th spot with the same tires everybody else has, yes, my fuel mileage is better. But if they're up there saving fuel, clutching, and they can make it, then I didn't really gain anything. Unless he thinks that they're gonna have to save to the end, which is, might be the situation too.
Yeah. Well, the beauty is, we've got the 17 who didn't take tires but took fuel, and then we got the 13 who did take tires and fuel. So we're going to be able to kind of compare the two, and they're pretty much nose to tail right now in the inside lane here. So we're going to have to see how the two of them stack up.
If I'm Satcher, use those new tires to try to get to the front here.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get the green flag with 26 laps to go as they enter the restart zone. Green flag flies. Fluger leading over Jack Ritchie. And here we go again.
A great jump off the inside line there. Caught Jack Ritchie sleeping. Although Jack has got a little battle with the 21 right now.
Yeah, DeMora's teammate on the inside. The teammate leader, that is, Fluger. And remember, these guys have to remember they're on old tires. They're on not on new tires.
Yep.
So they can't throw it into turn one and it stick like it did before. And you see 3 wide back here mid-pack.
I'm trying to see who that is. I think that's Gardner is 3 wide right now with the 43 and the 16. And then they got the 30, the 46, and the 90 all 3 wide in front of them as well. I know there was 3 wide action in the back of the field as well, but they kind of sorted that out.
So going to turn one is tight. You got Simon Magin in the middle there. Trying to get back towards the front.
Man, this has been pretty wild racing. I mean, and a lot of good clean racing out there too. A little sketchier than probably some people would want, but it's been pretty exciting.
I thought Monroe got loose, but no, he just turned down the track. That's a good handling truck when you can do something like that.
Yeah. Keep an eye on that 13 though too. He's got the freshies right now. Just try to let's just see. He's actually hanging par with the 17 who did not take tires. So
yeah, 13 is Satcher back there. Side by side for third. You got Justin Gann up the track a little bit there off the corner.
Justin hasn't been able to rebound since he kind of laid off. Yeah, and again, I guess that goes to that track position you were talking about. These guys put him behind the 8 ball a little bit, and yeah, he just can't really move forward, it looks like.
Well, we got trucks all over the track back here. Bottom, middle, top, somewhere in between.
There's been somebody 3 wide, I believe, every single lap of this race.
Yeah, it's 4 wide, but somebody in the wall off turn 2 a little bit there, maybe. Hard to tell, 43. Man.
That may have been Lewis Meglin again in the 43 because he's starting to get trounced down a little bit.
Watch the Satcher go to the top, 3 wide here.
4 wide, almost 4 wide.
Oh, don't do it.
Yeah.
And it's hard right now because you don't, stack 2 by 2. It's hard to, you just really know where to go at times. You got to save those moves for when you have somewhere to go. Save those tires and use them when you have them. And he is cutting through the field here.
Yep. Well, what do I say? With great power comes great responsibility. And, yeah, Aaron's just got to tiptoe kind of through the field and get what he can when he can take it.
Malikian racing here with Brett Gardner, Ryan Chapman. Chris Harrison right there on the bottom. Making it 3 wide now. 3 wide again.
Man. It just, ooh,
oh, no!
Is that Chapman?
Chapman around on the front stretch. Caution flies. Contact from a car below him. I'm not even sure. I didn't see who that was, but he goes for the spin cycle. Doesn't hit anything, though. It's going to continue on.
That was the person we were just talking about, Mr. Aaron Satcher.
They do have, they have somewhat of a history. Thinking back to Bristol. They were so tight there.
Looks like the Chapman may have cut down to try to get off of Brett Gardner there.
Yeah, he does put it down. Unfortunately, right across the nose for the 13. And the bad news is that's bad for the 13. He had a tire offset, and these guys might decide to pit now.
Yes, very true.
Right,
yeah, because I mean, if you're and if you're the leader, who is actually Jack Ritchie did take over the lead there while all that was happening. He's going to be in the experimental spot. If he goes, the rest of the field is going to go. But if he doesn't go, the rest of the field might still go.
Chad Curran with a connection issue. Dropping out. All right. Well, we're going to come around. We'll see if the leaders decide to pit here.
They're all back by the pace car right now on the back straight. Yeah, it's we're going to find out in a little bit here. Again, I mean, if you're the leader, Jack Ritchie, right now, you're kind of in the. I mean, I don't know. That's the worst spot to be in right now because if you go in, you don't know if everybody else is going to go in with you.
Sorry, Ritchie Good lead there over Fluger and Moreau into Moore. So we'll see what happens here.
I mean, if Richie stays out, and if I was Fluger, I'd come in.
And what if he comes in?
Well, then you're
Follow
coming
him in, I
too.
guess.
And that's what they're doing.
Yep.
Who is staying out?
Some of these guys are staying out. Harrison's going to stay out. Satcher with those new tires is kind of forced to stay out. Casey McMullen.
Going through here. I'm just looking. Anybody else? Any other takers? I don't think so.
That's everybody else is in the pits. So top 3 is going to be out on tire offset. It was worth a shot, man. If I'm Aaron Satcher, I was going to try it.
Well, the only thing that's good is he doesn't have that much. He doesn't have that big of a tire offset, and he wasn't really burning them up too much. Now, did he get a little damage with the little incident with Chapman there? Well, that's yet to be seen. But he's going to be able to lead the field. He's going to be able to get the clean air right away. So it might be beneficial to him. Although, yeah, by the time we go green, he's going to have what, about 16, 17 laps to go?
Yeah, I mean, Satcher, he's with that Speed Demon crew. They've been fast all night. But our leader up front is also Speed Demon, the 12, Christopher Harrison. We haven't mentioned him much, if at all, tonight. But he's jumped up front leading this race. So Harrison, with that Speed Demon crew as well, got a fast truck. Now is in position to maybe show it.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Christopher actually is going to have the lead here. So, yeah, it's going to put Aaron on the outside. They're going to have to get through Casey McMullen as well, though, in third. So some of these guys with the fresh tires, they're going to have to kind of maybe tiptoe around this lap traffic a little bit. Well, I shouldn't say lap traffic, but they might be handicapped traffic a little bit.
Well, from what we've seen out of Jack Ritchie tonight and through these other races, he's not very patient. Let's just put it that way. So I don't expect him to take his time picking through here. And
yeah.
So we'll see what kind of jump these guys up front get to kind of delay that. And also the other guys chasing are going to have to come through the traffic as well. That could shake some things up as far as who's contenders here in this race late.
Well, they're going to have to kind of just be picky and choosy and be a little patient. I mean, there's not a lot of laps, but there's still a long distance. So, yeah, they're definitely going to have to just kind of save what they can. And a lot of them now, too, they don't have any more tire options. So they are out of tires. So they cannot afford to spin them, get sideways.
Let's keep an eye on that, too, and keep that thought in our head. Did somebody in here save a set of tires? If we go about 10 laps and we have another caution, does somebody have an extra set of tires these other guys don't? Going to slap them on and try to make a run through the field. We'll keep that in our mind as we go forward here, too.
If I were a betting man, that car, the truck 71, he's probably got one extra set left in the pits. Out of everybody, I would say he's probably one for sure. Yeah, I can't speak for the rest of the field.
We had a good qualifying run, started 5th, dropped through the pack, and he's back up here now. Let's see what happens, though. Chris Harrison, though, your leader over Aaron Satcher as we come down into the restart zone. Green flag is out. Good start for everybody else, for Chris Harrison, but Aaron Satcher, not a great start there. Stacks him up on the outside.
Yeah. Did Aaron, did he start in third gear or something? Yeah, he just did not go.
Casey McMullen actually pulling off, getting out of the way here. So you're right. He might play in the long game here.
Yeah. He's thinking that there might be another opportunity for him to come back in. But, man, I'll tell you, Aaron slipping up, though, gave Jack Ritchie a little bit of a blessing there to kind of get by him at least.
Yep.
Well, he's got Nick all over him.
All over the back bumper. Chris Harrison gets a little loose through the corner there, chasing it up the track, trying to keep Jack Ritchie behind him. He will through turn 4, and will lead this lap. Nick Moreau looking to the inside of Jack Ritchie as well.
That battle right now for second is going to be hot, too. It's going to be, I think the winner is going to be whoever can get around this 12th truck first. And it might be Jack, because Jack's got the open lane right now. Although here comes Nick.
3 wide, Chris Harrison in the middle. Down the backstretch, Nick to the inside.
Jack, I think, touched the 12 there. They were really close.
That's going to give Nick Murray the lead. In turn 3 and turn 4.
12 getting a little loose there, too. He was split 3 wide again.
It's going to be tough out there on those old tires.
And there's a big gaggle behind him there with the 17, 43 to 5.
Pfluger dives underneath the 72 of Jack Ritchie, drives off into the corner, and able to get there underneath the 72.
Hasn't quite clear to me. Here comes Jack again. And Justin Gann right behind Jack. Man, you almost think there's like 10 laps to go.
Yeah, well, 15. It wouldn't surprise me. We've seen another caution with the way this is going, though.
Yeah. Well, they've been driving like there was 10 laps to go.
Oh, the 43 fitting into a tight window here, entering turn 1, 3 wide. Oh, and to climb the bottom up the track a little bit, they sort that out.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's Aaron Satcher on the outside, too. Yeah, his tires are definitely starting to, it was a good opportunity, good theory experiment. It just unfortunately didn't work out for him.
Pfluger was battling for second a minute ago. He's back to 5th now. Vernoskis, Justin Gann come around him, and actually a little contact between Vernoskis and Gann coming off the corner, fighting for 3rd.
It's surprising. This is probably the most separated we've seen the top 5 right now, and they're still kind of under a tight little blanket here.
Vernoskis trying to take that position away. Gann on the outside. I'll tell you what, Jack Ritchie moves down and makes that truck tight on the bottom there. Makes it tough for that bottom truck of Gann.
Yeah, Gann's getting a good shove there from Victor. The Ford's working together, maybe trying to get Gann back up to the front here.
Vernoskis, does he clear him? I can't tell, and I don't think he could either.
No, not yet.
Victor to the outside. Here comes Simon Magnin back into the picture with a push to Jonathan Vernoskis.
Yeah, Simon's just been he's been having a pretty good solid night tonight too as well. Just showing a lot of speed here in Michigan. But man, the guy we haven't last week's winner, he's sitting in 8th, although he's down to 9th now. He just got passed by Ryan Chapman, but oh no, maybe no. Brett is in actually. Chapman is in 7th right now, but Brett's starting to work his way up through the field here a little bit. 21, Demore, man, where did he get his speed? Did he pit recently? He was pushed back with
everybody else.
Well, yeah, he was pushed back in the field, but man, he had a pretty good run there.
They're single file in front. I think they're thinking about the end of this one now, trying to plan out their moves. The top 5 actually are single file. 6th on back, Simon Magnin and Brian Chapman now side by side for 6th spot.
Yeah, Chapman found some speed, having a great rebound right now up to 6th. Yeah. Looks like Ryan's still going forward. He's going to pick off the Vernoskis here in a little bit. Although we've seen him early on. I mean, it is a short run, but they're kind of in that window where tire wear is going to take a little bit of play here if they go all the way.
Yeah, the question is it short enough for him to hang on here at the end, or is it going to get into that spot where he was struggling with handling? Now we got a battle for 3rd shaping up. Pfluger looking underneath Justin Gann down the backstretch. And that's teammates as well.
Yeah, they're not necessarily working together, but they're working together, but not necessarily working together. They're blocking Vernoskis right now, and they're seeing that 17 come in the way.
Yeah, they do that side by side. Meanwhile, the top 2 kind of pulling away. Jack Ritchie drafted with Nicholas Moreau, kind of pulling away from the side by side battle for 3rd.
Man, that is a tight run there. I mean, yeah, everything's balanced. We got a good little 4-car battle here for 3rd right now. And actually, Demore is starting to get work his way in the picture, along with Simon Magnin as well. So you got 6 cars right now. They're going to be battling for 3rd here. One of them really wants to talk to us. That's the only thing I can think.
These trucks punch a big hole in the air by themselves when they're single file. When you get them 2x2, it's even bigger, and it just pulls everybody behind you right there to your back bumper. It just brings everybody back together. And you you see it. You love to see it if you're behind them because you're like you know you're going to pull up on those guys. I tell you what, moving around on the track. Jack Ritchie looking underneath him off the corner.
Ooh, I think Nicholas actually touched the wall there.
A rare mistake from Moreau. That's going to give the lead to Jack Ritchie. Here comes Justin Gann underneath as well.
Yeah, he did definitely touch the wall there, and yeah, you can see how much it slowed him down. He's still got the little time, though, to maybe try to reel that back in.
Boy, Moreau looks like he's struggling with handling a little bit. We're going to have to get back on top of that. 3 wide behind him, though. I tell you what, there's
giving 17 a little push there.
There's blood in the water. They see.
There is.
Moreau's struggling. They want to pounce. Ooh, Gann moved up.
We're four wide, almost 4 wide. 3 wide.
Oh, contact between Pfluger and Justin Gann. They both go spinning down the backstretch. And the caution's going to fly.
Contact. Oh, no, that wasn't. Yeah, that was Pfluger.
Pfluger and Gann.
Yeah, Pfluger.
A couple of teammates.
He towed immediately there. Hard hit.
Caution out with 7 laps to go. Guess what? If Casey's got some tires, he's licking his chops.
I was just thinking that.
Let's go back and look at a replay here to see. We kind of saw it live. Let's see coming off the corner here. 3 wide off the corner. Gann looks like he gets a little loose and out of shape into the Jonathan Vernoska, so it shoots him down into Victor Pfluger. See if we can ride on board with Gann here. Ooh, Nicholas in front of him getting out of shape too. I don't know. I mean, Gann didn't really move off the corner. See what Pfluger saw here on board.
He was just a little, Gann was a little slow there, but you can see Victor gets a little loose, and actually it looked like he kind of corrected the truck a little bit. It kind of turned him up into a Gann there.
I think they were just both coming together off the corner.
Yeah.
I don't think Pfluger knew that they were 3 wide, and Gann was trying to give room.
Well, I almost wondered, too, if there was a little bit of net code with Vernoskis on the outside of the game, too. It almost kind of... They didn't touch, but there was kind of that force that looked like it may have pushed Gann a little bit as well.
That invisible force that iRacing is known for?
The invisible force, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at it close up. I mean, it's tough to say.
Woman. I tell you what, let's ride on board. That's Mark Garreau back there behind him. Or no, sorry, Simon Magin. Let's ride on board with him because he was right behind this whole crew. The corner. They were both moving. And that's a shame. Like I said, teammates.
Yep. Well, as predicted, 71 is in the pits, and he's on the jacks.
Marshall Johnson also in the pits. I don't know if he's retired.
Marshall is well, yeah, I don't know if he's retired or getting damage fixed. We know Pfluger and Gann are as well.
Right.
Thwaites was also in the pits, getting. Oh no, Thwaites also. He took tires as well, so he had an extra set.
Alrighty, well, we got some fresh tires.
And that was it, yeah.
They are going to be buried, though, Tony. 21st position with probably 4, maybe 3 laps to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do have a couple of guys that are laps down. Obviously, Victor Pfluger, James Torrey, Shad Kern right now. But yeah, for being this late in the race, still having 24 guys on the lead lap right now, that is pretty impressive. I mean, it is a big track, but yeah, it's definitely going to put KC, Michael Thwaites, deep in the field here. But a couple of green-white checkers, you never know. I mean,
yeah. And if it gets chaotic up front, that's going to be some more positions. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, they're. I mean, would you want to have the fresh tires at this point of the race? I mean, I probably would. It just I would like to have maybe another 10 laps.
Yeah. All right, looks like Jack Ritchie's actually going to take the outside on this restart.
Yes, he does.
Moreau going to have to rebound. We saw him struggling for handling there right before this caution came out. He was one of the trucks wiggled first there in that accident. So whatever adjustments he made, maybe not agreeing with him right now.
Well, maybe this caution cooled down the tires a little bit as well, so maybe they might have another lap or two of good grip here. But yeah, what do we got? We're gonna have 3 to go by the time they hit the line here.
Well, look, we got Ryan Chapman showing up late. He's in 3rd position. He's going to be in contention for this one as well. You know, he's going to get up on the wheel. Varanauskas up to 4th. Been charging towards the front all night. Finds himself in 4th position. Simon Maggon has rejoined the top 5 there. Or actually, he's in 6th. Austin DeMore is in 5th. So I think any of these guys, anybody could see the leader at this point. I think they win this race. Right. We've seen some crazy finishes here.
Well, we haven't even talked about Field Miller. I mean, we've talked about Brett Gardner a little bit. Field Miller's up in 8th right now. Brett Gardner up to 7th. Lewis Meglin, Martin Groh rounding out your top 10 and 9th and 10th. So.
All right, well, here we go. Pace car peels off. We're going to get a restart here. Is this the final restart? It very well could be. Your leader, Jack Ritchie, over Nicholas Moreau, has entered the restart zone. Green flag flies. 72 with a great jump. Is the 17 going to push Nicholas Moreau? Of course not.
Of course not. Yeah, I was going to say push with 3 to go. Yeah, I don't think so.
That is music to the ears of Jack Ritchie, you would think. Although the 17 wrapping that bottom really nice. Going to clear the 15 and Nicholas Moreau up in the 2nd spot.
He barely cleared him. I don't even know if he still cleared him. He's in front of him, but I don't know if he did actually clear him yet.
He is cleared. He's going to try to work on Jack Ritchie here going into 3 and 4.
Yeah, man, he is having.
Oh, we got a truck turned around.
Yells out.
Austin DeMore going sliding down the front stretch. Caution flies. So we're going to get into our green-white checkers here.
Yes, we are.
And again, I don't think he hit anything. Just got turned around off the corner.
Yeah. And I'm just looking I'm looking at that 71 and I'm looking at that 99. Michael Thwaites actually picked up a couple spots there.
And Casey McMillan did not.
Yeah, he did not, unfortunately.
Let's go back and look at the replay here for this accident coming off turn 4. Looks like DeMore gets checked up a little bit by the truck in front of him, and unfortunately the truck behind him, I believe, is Jonathan Varanauskas. I believe that's Varanauskas. Or was it Field Miller?
I got to go back and look
here. Try on board with the 76 of Field Miller. It was not him. It was Varanauskas. If that happens in front, they go down the track here. It's close racing here at the end of this race, and everybody willing to lift.
Yeah, well, I think when Nicholas got a little bit loose there, like we were seeing, DeMore didn't really
he didn't
have any place to go.
He wanted to go low, but there was a truck low, unfortunately, and around he goes.
Yeah. A little bit of patience. Unfortunate, but yeah. Yeah. Patience with 3 to go? What are you, crazy?
Yeah. What are you, new to racing? What is this?
Yeah.
What is this patience you talk up?
Well, unfortunately, yeah, Austin, that little unpatient, what's the opposite of, or impatientness?
Impatience?
Impatience. Put him down to 23rd. So, yeah, he's down at the back end of the field right now.
He's patient. He's patientless.
Yeah. But, well, we got Ryan Chapman now going to be on the front row with Jack Ritchie, and Ryan was he was starting to kind of take a little bite out of Jack Ritchie's lead there. Now they're going to be on the same row. Can Jack get it? Jack just needs to get a good start, and hopefully he could pull this lead out. He's probably going to eventually take the top side as he did last caution.
I'm going to tell you this. I want to say it before it happens, but those two up front, Jack Ritchie and Ryan Chapman, have been known to be very aggressive. Both of them. Racing each other. Right. That is a recipe for an exciting race, exciting finish here at Michigan. So we'll keep an eye on that. Nicholas Moreau, the patient veteran back there behind him, probably just going to be watching on and hoping to pick up scraps here at the end. although he's been struggling with some handling. Baranowskis there with that contact just a minute ago to cause this caution. We know he's not going to wait around. Simon Madigan back up there in the top 5. You got Phil Miller, who's just inching forward as all this is happening in front of him. Gardner back there, your winner from last week in 7th spot. You got Meglin in the top 10. You got J.C. Evans in the top 10. Those guys are looking to have a good night. So we could have a very exciting race here at the end.
Yep. And I'll tell you, I got to give a shout out to the Canadian crew out there. They are all firmly in the top 10 right now.
Yep.
Having a great night, the whole team.
I've definitely put in some work this week, and it's showing right now. Although Nicholas Moreau looks like he's struggling a little bit.
He's the one, he's the shocker right now, the one that we're even more surprised about. Although he's led a lot of laps, he just just started to struggle.
You never want to count him out.
No.
He's still third.
Well,
he looks out of control.
There is the 72-17 wild card in front of him. So yeah,
right.
We're gonna have to see. And again, we're gonna have up to 2 more attempts after this attempt. So I think everybody's good on fuel. That much I can. At least they're not going to have to worry about maybe not making it. But you never know, though. Too, there could be. There could be an issue. Yeah, but there could be an issue on pit road. If you put the auto fuel in, it's not going to count those checkered. It's not going to count the green-white checkers.
Now that could be a problem. If you took exactly the fuel you needed, and now we got green-white checkers, and you didn't account for that, that definitely could be a problem. Something to keep an eye on for sure. So. As they come through 3 and 4, we're getting ready for a restart. Jack Ritchie up front. Ryan Chapman in 2nd spot. They're going to lead him down. Ritchie got a great start last time. Let's see if he can match that this time, although he takes the inside now. Gives Ryan Chapman the outside. Green flag is out. And they all kind of launched together. Pretty good start for everybody. Here comes the 17 with a little bit of a run.
It didn't even look like they all went. They all went at such a similar pace. It almost looked like nobody moved.
Ryan Chapman
17 all over 72,
all over the back of 72, getting a little loose, getting a little out of shape.
Nick of the 17 had a little bit of contact there, but man, Ryan is just pushing that 72.
Here he comes to the inside. 72 tries to block. Ryan Chapman not having it, going to push him off into the corner.
Well, this is that variable we were talking about.
Oh, 72 loose. Here comes the 17. He's loose as well. Here comes Nicholas Moreau to make it 3 wide. Are we going to see somebody on the outside? Not yet. 3 wide as they take the white flag. 1 lap to go. Somebody's going to win this one, Tony.
Oh, man.
Oh, contact into turn 1. We got to spin back there behind them. We're going to keep with the leaders, though, as now they're wrecking for 3rd. Ryan Chapman goes around. Nicholas Moreau racing Jack Ritchie down the backstretch for the final time, trying to get that side draft into turn 3.
Baranowski's working with his teammate.
He's going to push Nicholas Moreau into the corner. Nick on the bottom, Jack Ritchie on the top. There goes Baranowskis to the top. Does the 17, does the 15 clear? Not quite. They're going to side draft to the line. It's going to be a drag race between the 72 of Jack Ritchie and the 15 of Nicholas Moreau. It's going to be...
Jack got him.
Jack Ritchie with the side draft to the line wins tonight's race here at Michigan, although my timing and scoring has not updated for that yet.
My timing is showing .001. Wow.
Mine's still showing Nicholas Moreau out front.
I'll go back. I'm going to rewind just to double check that. I'll take the photo here.
We got a lot to look at the end of this race, but we want to get the finishing order correct here before we move forward.
Yeah, Jack got him. We're talking a splitter.
Well, he's celebrating, and Moreau went to pit road, so I think that seals it. So Jack Ritchie tonight, your winner tonight. Barbecue Motorsports continues their streak with a win tonight with a drag race to the start-finish line between him and Moreau. And again, Moreau comes up 1 spot short to Barbecue Motorsports.
That was an incredible finish. Wow.
All right. Well,
yeah, you're going to have to do a slow-mo there. It's a splitter. We're inches.
Well, let's look at the accidents first that happened on this final lap. Some guys are not going to be happy about the finish they get here. This is Joseph Burgess. Oh, he's included, but J.C. Evans is the one spinning up front. Let's back this up and see what happened going into the corner. Looks like the 48 just moves down on the truck that's below him, 4 wide right there. Spins off the front nose. Spins up the track, unfortunately, in front of a lot of trucks right there. A lot of carnage, a lot of hard hits. Into the door. There's the 60 coming in late. What was that? The 77 of Andy Reeves was involved. Who was that back there with him?
Minto was up there.
Yeah, Brandon Minto. That's right. That was the truck that slid in front of him.
Yeah.
So that was happening. These guys are racing off the corner up here. And then there was a wreck in the third, turn 3, I believe.
Yeah, that happened up front. That was the one that involved Chapman there.
Right, it happened before turn 3, didn't it? Let's see.
Yeah, I think it was almost on the back straight.
Okay, that was into the corner. There it is. So there's that truck on the inside. So we got the 48 getting turned around. Oh, that's was that Martin Garreau? No.
Yeah, no, it was Simon Magnan.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I got the wrong. Yeah, 46 of Magnan. The 3 wide into the corner. He goes into the corner, up the track a little bit, into Ryan Chapman. Who gets turned around, and he collects another truck.
Well, I hate to say it, but that's kind of what these green-white checkers produce. Especially they've been running tight all night. I mean, it was kind of inevitable we were going to see a little bit of mayhem too, especially with all these guys really just fighting, and especially everybody on kind of an equal tire as well. It's the unnecessary, part of racing here.
Here's the race to the line between the 15 and the 72. Gets him at the very, very end. Here they come.
I'm surprised Varanauskas did not have enough, though, to push out Nick. I mean, he was giving him a help as much as possible, but wow.
Trying to stop it here. Man, these controls are not helping me. There you go. That's about as close as I can get. The 72 close, man. Just barely edging out the 15 in Moreau with that run off the top there, coming off turn 4. Moreau was out front, got the side draft, drafted up to the front, and Jack Ritchie takes the win. So that's amazing.
It was 4 frames that he did not have the lead. The last 4 frames when they cross the start-finish line, that's when Jack Ritchie pulls out the lead. Wow.
It's going to be a great screenshot for the winner pick as well. Love it. All right, we're going to look at our results here tonight. Jack Ritchie with the win tonight over Nicholas Moreau. Actually, the graphic is right. My other screen is wrong, so that's how close it was. So the graphic is correct. Jack Ritchie very narrowly beating Nick Moreau to the start-finish line to take the win. Moreau in second there. Varanauskas, solid run tonight. They're in third. Simon Magnan running in 4th position. Michael Thwaites in 5th. Great rebound for the Thwaites.
Wow. Yeah.
Sneaks up into the top 5. Brett Gardner, although he didn't have the night he wanted, still finishes with 6th. A good solid points night. Justin Gannon in 7th. Mark Grove in 8th position. You got Phil Miller up there in 9th spot. And Dave Nestor with a top 10. Dave sneaks into the top 10 there as well. Robert Malikian finishes in 11th position. Chris Harrison in 12th after leading some laps tonight. You got Lewis Meglin, Brian Bliss, 13th and 14th. 15th, Marshall Johnson, and Casey McMullen with that tire call late finishes in 16th position.
All right, Austin Demore, 17th. Aaron Satcher, 18th. Andy Reeves, 19th. Chris Susky, 20th. Ryan Chapman, 21. Joseph Burgess, 22nd. Brandon Minto, 23rd. J.C. Evans, 24th. James Torrey, 25th. Victor Fluger, 26th. Shad Kern, 27th. And then Stephen Hollingsworth, just starting park tonight. But, man, that's a 28-car field.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to the top 3 finishers tonight. We're going to have heartbreak and elation in the same breath there for second and third, I'm sure. As Nick Moreau comes up short once again, he's going to be heartbroken. But, man, what a finish. It's an exciting finish. I'm sure they're going to be maybe when they wake up tomorrow, they'll be happy about being involved in that finish, even if you didn't win. But man, it was an awesome finish to an exciting race there. We'll talk to our top three when we come back after this. We'll be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here in Michigan, finishing up the Michigan 200 for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series here on Full Throttle Television. Had an exciting photo finish for the win here tonight. Love to see it, man. It was an exciting race all race, and it comes down to inches, I guess. Maybe less than an inch. I don't know. It was so close. It was crazy there. So we're going to talk to our top three. We're going to kick it over to our post-race show, sponsored by the Fine Line of Whiskey podcast on Apple, iTunes, and Spotify. And check out those guys. They kind of highlight the week's racing action. They got some interesting stories to tell as well, so definitely want to check them out. Apple Podcasts and Spotify, the Fine Line of Whiskey podcasts. All right, let's talk to our what did I just say? Let's talk to our third place finisher tonight, if we can find him. Where is he at in here? There he is. Let's see if we can bring him up and talk to Mr. Jonathan Varanaskas right now. Jonathan, man, congratulations on your win tonight. Congratulations on your third place finish tonight. A win for the team, but man, you had an interesting night, man. You had to fight for that third place. You were kind of put through the ringer at times. There was a lot of close racing out there, and you fought back up to third place tonight. So it has to be kind of a win for you after all you saw here tonight.
Yes, exactly. Started with a pretty bad qualifying, so start at the back of the field, going to the race with no really expectation, but slowly work my way through the field, and third place. It's feel awesome tonight.
It certainly got wild there at the end, man. There was a lot of great close side-by-side racing there. And unfortunately, you were involved in that. I think it was the last caution we had there with the 17 coming off the corner, man. You guys are racing so close, side by side, 2 and 3 wide, sometimes 4 wide. It was wild out there tonight. Kind of give us your take there.
Yeah, really, really close racing. On that caution, I did not saw the replay yet, so my feeling is that I stay on my line and he goes down on me. But maybe I'm wrong. I apologize if I'm have any responsibilities for that. But my feeling is I was there, and but yeah, pretty awesome race tonight at the end. Real close racing. It was really fun.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think you're probably, from what we saw in the replay, probably kind of right there as well. Just really tight racing and small moves lead to big issues sometimes when
Yeah.
when you're racing that close, man. But hey, I want to ask you because I've talked to some of the other guys. I want to ask you about this partnership between you guys and with Nicholas Moreau at with Rumble Racing. It's really starting to show up with you guys running towards the top. You had Simon Maggon finish right behind you, Nicholas Moreau in second, right in front of you. You guys have been on fire as of late.
Yes. Nick provide us with the awesome setup. He do a great job. He worked really hard building those setups, and we are grateful to have him on our side and on our team for this season.
Well, a rising tide raises all ships, and that's what we're seeing right now with you guys partnering together, kind of working together, and it's really showing off, man. Well, congratulations on your third place finish tonight, though. I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout-outs and your sponsor plugs.
Yeah, shout out for Easy Crew and our Rumble Racing family. We have a lot of fun each night racing with each other, so I'm thankful for that. And thanks for your stream. It's really awesome to watch back on the on the next day.
Well, you guys keep it exciting out there, so we love doing it, man. Congratulations again on third place. Keep it up, man. We'd love to see you guys really starting to perform out there, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, there's your third place finisher tonight, Jonathan Varanauskas. Third place, another great run by those Rumble Racing guys, and like I said, they're really starting to show off out there. And I think you're standing by. I'm trying to look for a second place finisher. Let me see if I can pull him up here. I think you're standing by with second place Nicholas Moreau.
Yeah, over here with the 15, Nicholas Moreau. Man, so many questions I got to ask you tonight. I mean, first of all, I mean, have you ever lost a race that close? Because man, it was inches. Although, it's centimeters for you, but it was inches for us here in America.
And yeah, no, it's my closest finish by far since I play on iRacing. Yeah.
Well, we saw you lead early. I mean, obviously, you come strong every week. Your teammate has totally benefited from your help. We just heard from Jonathan. And I mean, I think everybody got a top 10 tonight, too, as well. So, I mean, you guys, you've been definitely helping out the crew quite a bit out there. And I don't know, you just look like you were getting a little loose there towards the end of the runs. You just didn't have the long run tonight?
Yeah, we had to try to for a long run for sure. Sadly, we didn't get the chance to make more than 20 laps, I think, on the green. So, but the track was good, even on short run, I would say. The track was insane anywhere on the track. And yeah, it's a track like Michigan is a momentum track. You have to fight with others and keep teams effort. Yeah, guys, I'm very proud of them because it's tough race, close race, hard race, and they keep it up front. So that was a good run for them too.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, tonight's effort for the whole team was great. I mean, obviously your effort was good. I mean, you almost had it there at the end. I know Jonathan was he was trying to give you a little push there to the back straight, but Richie, he just had just a hair more speed there. I think I counted. It was 4 frames before he actually got a nose in on you, and again, I think he just beat you by the splitter. Man, I just had another question I was going to ask you too. I don't know. I'll probably ask you later on in the evening. But man, another great night though. I mean, you did a hell of a job tonight, and as usual, not the finish you wanted, but hey, it's still kind of special to be in such a tight finish there for the lead. Oh, I remember what I wanted to ask you. What was the atmosphere out there? Because we saw some hard racing out front. And how nerve-wracking was it throughout the entire race? I mean, it didn't look like you guys had a moment of breath out there.
Yeah, I'd be honest with you guys. I'm a bit upset with some of the because if I don't live, I would I would wreck few of them. So I can race hard if they want to race hard like that. I can too. So don't cry if I touch you. This is the only what I can say. Yeah.
Well, I got the message. Yeah. Hopefully, some of the others will hear what you said. But again, man, congrats on second. It was a great run, exciting for us to watch. The floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you. But overall, it was a good race. I mean, it's a hard racing. We have to expect that, but it is what it is. I would say thank you for teammates again. They did a very, very good job. My easy crew once again. Thank you guys. And yeah, it was a good race overall.
Well, very good. We'll see you next week. I don't remember where we're going next week, but or no, Iowa next week. So yeah, we'll see you then, and I'm sure you're going to be helping out the team. Looking forward to seeing you there. So congrats again, man.
Thank you. I should be there next week too, but I expect to be on the racetrack with our light model again next week. So we'll see.
All right. Well, we hope to see you out there. You guys make it exciting for us. So yeah, have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, you got probably one of the closest finishers I think we've had in any series over here. You got Jack Ritchie in victory circle, right?
Yeah, go from the agony of defeat to the elation of victory. You could tell Nicholas Moreau fighting some emotion there. Not really happy after coming up second once again here for the second week in a row, but it's going to be Jack Ritchie taking the checkered flag tonight here in Michigan. Jack, man, congratulations. What a finish. What a race. I know you had to scratch a claw your way to the front there. You got to the front and you got there when it mattered. Maybe just inch perfect, but you got there at the end.
Thank you. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, man. It was really challenging to pass tonight, and it was really tight. I think I bounced off about 8 trucks tonight. Um, but it was good hard racing. It was a lot of fun. The air was really like really aggressive. I know that first run, if you got behind somebody, your nose just pushed so bad. So I was trying to air block and do all that. You kind of had to drive it like an Indy car a little bit. So it was a very challenging race.
Yeah, it sounds like we're hearing more and more about that air being an issue in all the cars, but especially in the trucks here at Michigan. You carry so much speed down these straightaways. You get in the corner, you need that clean air on the front of the truck. You got the lead there at one point, kind of slipped back behind them, and it did look like passing was kind of difficult out there. Just kind of talk about your night, the racing out there. It was tough, tight racing there. We had late race restarts. It was fun to watch. But from the driver's standpoint, kind of give us your point of view of how things kind of unpacked out there on track.
I mean, it was pretty tight, but I'll say the guys up front, I mean, they were always clean like usual. Like I love racing with Moreau. Nicholas is always super clean, and he tries to pack air on you a lot, but I mean that's just part of it. And he does a really good job at that, as you guys see every week. He's always fast. He's always up front. I didn't really think I had him there at all. I got a run and it got lucky, and that's probably 1 in a million on that one. But yeah, I mean it was really tight, and I think Chapman was upset about a block, but it's the same thing he did to me at Rockingham, and he said that I was going for my first win or something like that. So I guess I got my first win now. So looking forward to the next one.
For sure, man. Yeah, it was exciting out there for sure. Some of the moves, man, you had to be inch perfect. And let's talk about that last lap coming off turn 4. Nicholas Moreau is out front. You got to do a little side drafting. You got to try to get that run off the corner, off the top. You're going to have the momentum. You said you didn't think you were going to be able to get there. Is that what you were kind of settling for second, but then you started seeing the ground being made up?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to slide up in front of me off the corner because he was clear and he could have easily done that. But he did. He left me the lane, and I think it was just enough. I was able to side draft and pull him back just a little bit. I mean, obviously, you guys said it was like 4 frames, like 2 inches, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had a finish like that went my way. So that was pretty cool. That was really exciting.
We've seen some wild finishes here at Michigan for sure. This is another one, man. It's going to go in the record book. 0.001, I think, is what Tony said. And so that's wild. That's crazy. That might be the closest race in FTSR history, the closest finish there. So, again, man, congratulations on the win. I'll go throw it to Tony. Tony's probably itching to have a few words here. Go ahead, Tony.
Well, man, congratulations. I mean, I would have loved to have been out there racing because the other Richie, should have been in the booth tonight, but we won't talk about that. But man, it looked like a lot of fun. It looked like a lot of action. I asked this to Nicholas too. I almost forgot to ask it to Nicholas, but what was the atmosphere like out there throughout the race? I mean, we saw you cutting and driving through the field, and yeah, we did see you maybe have a little contact with some of the other trucks as well, but it just looked like there was a very, very amped up atmosphere, I should say, with everybody out there, and it seemed like everybody was just trying to go for everything at every lap.
I mean, it was kind of like that, but honestly, I think the draft was just so strong. Like the runs that you were getting off of the corner were crazy because some guys, I mentioned in the pack, you would push really bad off the corner. So the guy behind you, if you're the one not pushing, you were getting a monster run. So I feel like you had to take that. It was almost like a Daytona or a Talladega, but on Michigan, where you're letting out of the throttle as well. So it was pretty chaotic. But I think it was more so the package than anyone racing more aggressive than usual. I think people were just taking the runs because that's what they were trying to do. Because as you saw on the one, like the first run there, we had the 20 laps. It kind of got spread out and you really couldn't do anything. So I think you really had to make those moves in the first 10 or 12 laps, or you kind of were just going to be stuck where you were at.
Well, it was crazy fun and exciting to watch, and I'm working on the race winner pick right now, and I'm just going to have to tell you, there's going to be another truck in the picture, but we're giving you the forefront there. So, congrats again on tonight, man. It was a hell of a race.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, yeah, got the first one out of the way this season at Michigan. Just barely, but hey, it doesn't matter. Inch or a mile, it doesn't matter. That win is in the record books, man. Congratulations on that. We head to Vegas next week. Or, sorry, we head to Iowa next week. Short track racing, 3/4 of a mile track. You guys have been on fire. The team has been on fire this season so far. Another win for you guys, and it looks like everybody's kind of taking their turns taking these wins. Mento's out there. Is he next?
Well, maybe we got some work to do with him. He
Oh,
he
man.
had a flight today in the Air Force, so he got here at 8:58 Eastern, I think. So he had no time to qualify or practice, but he hopped in. I think he did a pretty good job for what it was. I think he got caught up in a late race incident there, but he did a good job. And Field got a top 10. I finally beat Brett.
Yep.
It's been about 3 months since I beat him. I think that's more enjoyable than the win, to be honest with you. It's been too long since I've beat him at anything, so that's always nice. But no, the guys did a really good job, and I mean, we're bringing really fast trucks every week. I can't complain.
You really are. And you got some fans out there in chat every week as well. Another winner barbecue dinner chat for us. So those guys are watching out there. They love what they see. Hey, we love what we see. The competition is strong out there, and you guys are top of the heap right now. We'll see if we can keep it going next week at Iowa, man. So congratulations. I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Alrighty, shout out to the guys from work. I think I had a few new people watching this week as well, so shout out to them as well. My phone was blowing up with a bunch of texts throughout the race, and when I took the lead and all that, so that was a lot of fun to read through there while I was waiting. And shout out to you guys for putting on a good broadcast like you do every week. So, and then shout out to the guys on the team. They did a really good job. I did not think we had a lot of speed coming into the race tonight. You guys saw we qualified outside the top 10, so we didn't really know what to expect. But it was a good night.
Yeah, you scratched a claw, like I said, through the field, got in position, and we're leading when it mattered, right there at the line. Just barely, but you were leading, man. Congratulations. What an awesome finish to be a part of. You get that win, and I'm sure you'll carry that momentum into Iowa next week. We'll see you out there.
Sure hope so, man. Thank you.
All right, there's your winner tonight, Jack Ritchie in the number 72 Tonka truck. Tonka tough, Tony. Tonka tough in Michigan here at least, and able to grab that lead by inches at the line. Of course, he was leading before that, so it wasn't like, he just led that a few inches. He led before, but he got that run off turn 4, worked his way around.
He led it, lost it, led it again. Yeah, just crazy night. But BBQ Motorsports, they are cooking. They're cooking pretty hot too. So it's a crazy night.
They really are. Well, let's take a look at our schedule for next week. Of course, this is the last race of the week for us here on Wednesdays. We pick it up again on Sundays with the Apex Racing O'Reilly Series. They'll be in action on Sundays at 9 p.m. Then Mondays, we pick up the Victory Fuel Cup Series. Tuesdays, of course, is the Apex Racing Cup Series. And then we're back in action in Iowa again a week from today, 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. You definitely want to check us out and follow along because it's always a lot of fun and very exciting all 4 nights. So I love having you guys along, and we'll see what develops next week. So for Tony Solari, filling in for Richie Coy. Tony, I appreciate having you along. I know you wanted to be out there, but I appreciate having you up in the booth. We had an exciting finish to call.
It was fun to watch, yeah. It's a tough call. I don't know if it was more fun to watch or be in there, but I'm here for it either way.
Absolutely. We love having you along, and everybody watching, all the viewers out there. Thank you for following along. Hope you had fun like we did. Always an exciting finish here. Always an exciting race for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series. But that's going to do it for Michigan. We'll see you next Sunday night, 9 p.m. right here on Full Throttle TV.